Hi everyone, this is Laurel with Guided by Love, and I'm here to do a daily message for Magical Monday, November 4th. I can't believe it. It's like in the US, so it'll be Tuesday will be election day. November 5th is election day for our President of the United States and for, all the other offices that are available. I've actually already voted. But just a reminder, putting in a plug, make sure that you get out there to the polls and vote. They are letting people vote ahead of time, so if you can't do it Tuesday, do it today. Yeah, so go to your local, I don't know, I'm in a township, but it would be the clerk of the city or whatever, the city hall or whatever, wherever you are in the United States. So it's an exciting time, and make sure you exercise your right to vote. And I saw 1 on the clock and then 101. So I'm using the Sacred Travel Oracle deck. Let's get some messages. Holy Spirit, just saw 111 on the clock. Holy Spirit, angels, and guides, what is the message for this magical November 4th? What is the message for this magical November 4th? What is the message for everyone? Wow. So, oh my gosh, I love this card. So the overall energy, I absolutely love this card, is Journey by Moonlight. Believe in magic. And this is about trusting and believing is such a big part of this journey. I have this picture. I'm going to run and get it quick. That I'll probably use it again at some point, but I'm just 1 second. I'm going to grab it and show it to you. Some of you have already seen it if you've looked at my old readings. So this is faith is daring the soul to go beyond what the eyes can see. So, when you're unable to see the way forward, when you're walking into the unknown, as I have done many times on this journey, it tests your faith and your belief in a higher power, in the belief that there's magic happening all around you, in a belief that there's something greater, something bigger that has your back. When you can surrender to the universe, surrender all your burdens, picture yourself handing them over to God, the creator, handing them over to the universe and surrendering them to the universe or God, and, to the flow of love and sending out love to the situation. I've said that so many times, and then having belief in the magic, believing that there's magic all around you, believing in the nature fairies, believing in the sprites and the spirits of nature, and believing that there is magic out there. And if we truly believe in the magic, we see it happening in our own journey. And I'm going to give you an example of this tonight, or last night. I had magic happen, and it was incredible. So this is like magic is all around us. The veil is really thin right now, if not, see-through. It's just really super thin. So it's an ideal time for that magical universe. It's indeed a magical universe. And the key to opening the doors to it is to trust. Even if you can't see it, that you are being supported by the universe in mysterious and wondrous ways. And all is not as it seems. So many times we focus on what's right in front of our face and worry about the 3D, but there's so much more greater going on around us. So I'm going to give you an example. Last night I went into a grocery store that I wasn't very familiar with, and I was buying stuff for little party for me and my inner child. And my inner child said she wanted apple cider. And I was like, well, okay, well, I don't want to buy a whole jug of apple cider. So I was looking for an individual thing of apple cider, okay? And I couldn't find it. I got up to the checkout counter and I checked out what I had in my bag, um and I asked the girl at the checkout, and she's like, "Well, I'm not sure." And then she asked another lady, and the other lady told me exactly where the individual serving the bottles were. So I said, "Okay, I'll just keep checking out with for these things, and then can I leave it here and I'll go get a an apple cider individual bottle." And she's like, "Oh yeah, sure." So I go back and I find, what my little inner child said she wanted. And I find it and I'm like, "Yay," and I get up to the counter, and this guy that I had seen earlier with his special person, they were filling up a jug of water, and I wanted to fill up some water, and he like jumped out of my way, and he was like, "Oh, go ahead." And I said, "Oh, no, I have to, you keep going, it's okay. I have to go get, a couple other things and put this jug back that I'm not going to get because I wanted to get the alkaline water or whatever it was." So I go to put that jug back and I come back, and he and his special person are still there. And the and his special person, the girl says to me, "Oh, I'm sorry that we're monopolizing this." And I said, "Oh," I said, "Hey," I said, "You're okay." I said, "It's no problem." I said, "I didn't even know they had this. I walked right by it." I said, "So I'm so excited that they have this machine where you can fill up and get, like alkaline water." And so um so he was standing next to me, and he was one of the jugs that was faulty, so he was putting it in a different jug, and I filled up mine. And then when I got up to the counter, 7:17 on the clock, when I got up to the counter to check out, he was right ahead of me. And I put my cider on the individual bottle on the conveyor belt, and he was just paying for his groceries, and he's like, he looks at the checkout girl and he says, "And I'm going to get that too. I'm going to pay for that too." And I looked at him, and the the checkout girl was really young, and she just looked at him, and she knew the guy, and she looked at me, and she's like, "Okay," and so, and I'm like, "Oh my God." And before he said that, I was like, "I'm so excited." I said, "Dreams do come true." I found my apple cider and I put it on the conveyor belt, and he just laughed, and then he said to the checkout girl, I'm going to pay for that too." And I was like, "Oh my gosh, thank you so much." I said, "You just made my night." And I said, "I will pay it forward." And I gave him like an energetic hug. I was just like so thrilled, and I was like thanked him again, um and he was like tickled too, I could tell, and it was just such a magical thing. It's like, I found what I was looking for, and then the universe, the way it all worked out, it was paid for too. So just a magical little story. But this card is so precious because it's telling you, even when you can't see, to have the faith and believe in magic, believe in a greater power, believe in the wondrous ways that the universe works. Things are not as they seem. Trust your intuition and your nudges from spirit. Believe, you know? So, wow. So just know that there are mystical, magical beings around you, and just know to believe. And they want to shower things on you, and, they want to, you know, bring things to your life. The key to having miracles is to really transpire in your life, is to believe in magic and trust that you are supported by unseen beings with your higher good in mind. So, yeah, trust that magic is all around you. And trust that before you even get to a place, that, you know, those beings, those magical beings are already there working in for your highest good. So, you know, even when you are walking, you know, I said this when I quit my regular job, I was guided by spirit. I had gotten two major messages to leave my profession and go deeper into my spiritual path journey, my spiritual path. I was guided to, and you know what I said to my boss? I said, you know what? I'm following my spirit, and that means that I'm going not by sight, but by faith. And that takes a strong, strong spirit to do that. And, you know, a lot of you out there are light workers listening to me, and you have that same strong spirit. 11:11 on the clock. You have that same strong spirit. So believe in magic. I love it. Overall energy, I'm just like so excited. Okay, so, and many of you may have your own stories of magic. You know, I'm sure there's a lot of you out there that have your own stories. But, you know, just keep remembering those, remembering and focusing on those magical moments, even when you can't see. So the first card that came out for today is overcoming obstacles. You can overcome anything. And there's that sword of truth plunged into that obstacle. So that tells me that Archangel Michael is around helping us out today, bringing in truth to help overcome obstacles. Archangel Michael, he carries the sword of truth. Also, Archangel Nathaniel, he moves things out of the way so that the path is clear. So know that those two angels are with you today. Call upon them, ask them for help. And the way that I've always learned to ask the angels, the archangels, for help is to start it out by saying thank you. Thank you, Archangel Michael, Archangel Nathaniel, for helping to move obstacles out of my way, to help remove any fear from my mind, body, heart, or soul, and help me to move forward on my journey. You know, I always started out with thank you, because you're showing gratitude. You're focusing on the positive, and you're manifesting, you're putting that intent out. And you get the little messenger there, the bird on the branch as well, as a little messenger from heaven. And then the next card, cleansing waters. Purification activates vibrant life force. So you're being called to purify yourself using water. You can use water sounds. You can use bath, shower. You can use music that has water. You can go by the water and listen to that, you know, but you're being called to use some kind of cleansing waters to help purify your chakras today and bring back vibrant life force. And I love how she's out, you know, she has nature all around her too. Really beautiful. And the lily, you know, we talked about lilies being the flower that, you know, comes up through all the muck and the mire in life and into this beautiful blot, emerges as this beautiful, beautiful, pure flower. And the dragonfly showing transformation. And then we have joy and delight. Open your heart to joy. Oh my gosh. Yeah, so really allow yourself to feel joy. You know, put on some joyful music. Allow your inner child to really sink into that, you know, a sense of fun. Do something that brings you joy, you know, whether it's painting, writing, music, you know, whether it's biking or exercise, you know, do something that brings you joy, and really, really savor it, and really be grateful, for the many things that do happen in your life, that you have in your life. So I'm wishing all of you so much love, so much joy, so many magical moments today. Namaste.